Hi everybody, and welcome to your full body flow to really target your abs, your booty, your legs, your breath, and hopefully finding some ease and peace here in this workout. So let's get started by sitting on your heels, getting a little stretch in your quads and your heels. We're going to start with a couple of breaths, bringing awareness to the breath. It's going to help us move through the whole practice. So just notice where your breath is, notice your body, notice your mind. No judgment here. Taking a big breath in and out. We're going to start with a couple diaphragmatic breaths, which we're going to wrap our index and our thumb fingers right around our bottom two ribs. You're going to breathe in so your ribs expand laterally out to the side. This is the deepest breath you can take, the first breath you take as a baby. So breathing in, expanding your ribs out to the side, and exhale, bringing your ribs back closer together. Expanding your ribs to the side and contracting them together. Inhale, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Remember where that breath comes from and try to remember that throughout your practice. Hands on your thighs, taking a moment here just to notice your body, notice your breath, thanking yourself for showing up today, and setting an intention just for a few breaths here. Slowly opening back your eyes and ready to get started by meeting me in downward dog. This is a great place to start your practice. Just pedaling out your feet, doing whatever feels good here. Don't forget your breath. Really widen your sit bones. Let the backs of your legs expand and stretch. Pressing into the floor. Looking towards your navel to get that spinal stretch as well. And rolling to plank by rounding your spine. Lower, middle, upper back, hand, chin comes up. Now you're in a straight arm plank. Push away from the ground. Protract your shoulders so there's a lot of space in your upper body. Bring your hip points closer together. Your navel tucks towards your spine. Your thighs spiral up and in towards the ceiling. Your heels press to the back of the room. Your head lifts. Lots of space in your shoulders, and hold it here. You have another 15 seconds here. So inhale, create space in your body, and exhale, hold everything to midline for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale to downward dog, pedaling out your feet. We're just warming up through the body here. One more time, we're gonna roll over to plank. So rolling through your spine, chin lifts last. Hold it here for another 20 seconds is all you have to do. So create space in the back of your body. Thighs spiral up and in towards each other. Heels press back towards the wall. Hip points are getting closer together. Your navel is tucked in. Your waist is super engaged to stabilize your low back. Hold here for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to downward dog. Warming up a little here. Your waist should be turned on. Send your right leg up, point through your right toes, and begin to pulse your leg up. You should feel a release in your left leg and a strengthening in your right leg. Pulse here for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg down. Back to downward dog. Left leg up. And pulse it. Feeling that lengthening in your right leg and the strengthening in your left leg. Pushing into the ground. Pulse for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg down. Back to downward dog. Take a big breath in. Push away from the ground. Release your hamstrings. Send your right leg up and roll forward to plank with your right leg still up. So this kind of turns on your left side waist even more. Begin to pulse your leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to downward dog. Open up your hip. Feel the release in your right hip and your left hamstring. Right leg down. Left leg up. Roll forward to plank and begin to pulse here for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog. Open your hip, toe to your shoulder, push away from the ground, open through your left hip, and left leg down. There we go. Inhale and exhale to plank. We're here again and lowering down to your forearms now. This one's a little more challenging on the shoulders, but it should feel really good in your core. We're gonna move into side plank now. So by moving your left fingertips closer to your right elbow, opening up to the left-hand side. Stacking your feet on top of one another. Your elbow is right underneath your shoulder. Your hips are lifted as high as you possibly can lift them. Lift up your left hand up to the sky, follow your gaze, and bring your bicep to your ear. Inhale, lift higher, holding here, and begin to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, back to center, and hold it in here, creating space in your back body. Slow your breath, and opening up to the right-hand side. Maintaining your nice alignment, stacking your feet on top of each other. Your foot could come to the front if you'd like. Lifting up your right hand. Lift your hips even higher. Follow your gaze follows your fingertips, bicep to ear, and begin to pulse up even higher. You're not going down, just up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to center, holding your forearm plank here just for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering all the way down and uncurling your toes and coming up into a Sphinx or baby cobra. Pulling your chest forward, lots of space in your throat here. Pubic bone presses into the ground. Your glutes are nice and engaged. Your quads are engaged. Your toes press into the ground. Drag the mat back. And breathe in and exhale, lower down. Inhale up and let go of your arms on the ground. You might have to lower your chest a little bit. We're gonna warm up through the back body. So press your pubic bone deeply into the mat. Your toes are pressed nice and into the mat as well. Bring your arms back, bring your elbows to your waist, and extend them forward. Inhale up and exhale forward. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, lower a little. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, arms forward. Another 10. Do this at your own pace. You should feel your back body engaging, so your glutes are really engaged, pressing into the ground. Your toes are pressing into the ground. We're waking up our back body. And whew, I'm already getting warmed up, nice and sweaty already. For another 3, for another 2, and for another 1. Hold it here and lower all the way down. Amazing job. Hands back on the mat, coming up to Sphinx. Pull your chest forward. Press your toes into the mat. And we're going to do a Sphinx roll by lifting up your hips. So you're using your abs to lift your hips up. Your eyes look down towards the mat and up towards your belly button as you roll up. And exhale, chest all the way through. Inhale, lift up. And exhale all the way down, chest through. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, chest pulls through. Taking your time here. Inhale, lift up. Toes press into the ground. Exhale, chest, chin up. 2 more. Inhale up. And exhale, down. Chest through. Big inhale up. And exhale all the way through. Taking a nice sphinx to release your chest and all the way down to prone. Taking a quick second here just to realign with your breath, catching your breath if you need to. And from here, put your hands right underneath your shoulders, curl your toes under, and push up to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Take a moment here. Lower your knees to the mat. Hands right underneath your shoulders. Nice neutral spine, looking just a little ahead. Uncurl your toes. Gonna inhale for cow. Widening your sits bones, pulling your chest through, arching your back. And exhale to cat, round through. Your belly button goes towards your spine. Push away from the mat. Inhale to cat or to cow. And to cat, looking at your belly button. Inhale, chest through, and exhale. Coming to a neutral spine now. Our back body is nice and warmed up. Our booty is not quite warmed up yet, but you want to engage your back body and your waist before you do any positions like this. We're in all fours. Uncurl your toes, take your right leg and extend it long, keeping your hips nice and stable. You should feel some pressure in your arms. You're pushing yourself up, your knee is right underneath your hip. You point through your right toes and just begin to lift. See how that feels. You don't have to go high. You don't want your hip widening out like this. You really want to keep your hips nice and stable, just using your glute. Tap your toe down, point through your toe, your whole leg is engaged. We're starting to wake up our glutes, which can take a little while to start waking up. They're the biggest muscle group we have. So just taking a moment here, breathing into your glute, turning it on. Tap, lower and lift, lower and lift. Your abs should be turned on, suck in your belly so your lower back is nice and stable. And lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift. Next time you're on your lift, flex through your foot and begin to curl it into your tush here and kick it out long, keeping your foot nice and flexed. These hips should be very stable. Your core is turned on. Pull it in and kick it out. Pull in, kick out. In and out, in and out. You should feel your hamstrings turning on. Your booty should start to be turning on here, and your abs are definitely working. Your arms are definitely working. Back body is nice and lifted. Back of your head is pressing up towards the ceiling. Keep it up here for another 10. You got this. Another 8. 7. Kick it out. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Keep it up and stamp your heel to the ceiling. This is working another part of your booty. You're turning it on now. Just do this here for another 15 seconds. It's all you have. Keep it up, turning on your right glute for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And extend it long, point your toes, and rainbow kick. So kicking it to the left, past your left foot, and over to the right, not moving your hips. So really turn on your abs here. So nothing is moving except for that leg. Keep it up now for another 10, 9, 8, 7. There we go. We've got this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted. Come to your forearms. Open up to the right side and just begin to tap it down and lift. tap, and lift. Tap, lift. This is working your side waist, your side booty, giving you that nice sculpted shape. You can do whatever you want with your hands. You can touch your leg as it comes up. You're only here for another 12 seconds or so. Just another 12 seconds, burning out that right booty cheek. And I know the supporting leg is starting to turn on too, which is good because it is setting us up for our side two. And there you go. Come back to center, back to all fours, push up to downward dog, and take a moment here, sending your right leg up all the way through, and toe heel your foot so your shin is parallel to the front of your mat. Inhale up, uncurl your back toes, and exhale, fold forward, just holding it here for a breath or two to release that hip. Lengthening all the strengthening you just did, so that's the key, lengthening and strengthening at the same time. Kick your right leg back to plank and give me a vinyasa. Lower and exhale for chaturanga. Uncurl your toes, pull your chest forward, inhale for upward dog, and exhale, roll over your toes to downward dog. Amazing job. Take a moment here, catch your breath. Back to all fours for the next side. You know what's coming here. Hands are right underneath your shoulders, hips are nice and stable. Kicking your left leg back, pointing through your toes. I like to curl my right toes under for a little extra support, pointing through your left leg. It's so straight and so strong. Begin to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift, lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. This is more of an ab workout than you think, so really turn on your abs and feel your ribs getting closer together. Your hip points are close together. It's not literal, it's just in your mind. This is what you're imagining for that proper alignment. Shouldn't feel much in your hips at all, except for that they're very stable and in one line, so no opening up, just nice and stable. That top part of the glute is turning on. That's the part that gives you that nice little tabletop effect on your booty. Lift and lower. Don't forget to breathe. Your arms should be like they were in plank, so a lot of space in your upper body. Your back of your head is pressing towards the ceiling. And up and lower and lift, lower and lift, lower and lift, just for another 5. This second side is always a little tougher because it's already been supporting you while you're working your right side. And lower and lift, lower and lift. Once it's lifted, flex through your foot and kick it into your tush and kick it out. Kick it in and kick it out. Kick it in and out. Turning on your hamstring, your lower part of your butt. You should feel where the engagement kind of changes, especially when you flex your foot. That really helps turn the hamstring on. Really strong through your upper body still, and most importantly, very stable through your midsection and your hips. This is strong booty and hamstrings. You need strong hamstrings for a strong booty, so don't forget this part. For another 5, for another 4, for another 3, for another 2, for another 1. Stamp your foot up to the ceiling now for a little more of a burn. Up, up, up. For another 10, whew. There we go. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing job. Come to your forearms and kind of open up to the left side here. Extending your leg, straightening your toe, and lower and lift. Lower, lift, lower, and lift. This is waking up your side body. If it wasn't already engaged, it should be now. I feel a little shaky in this position. That's okay. You're learning balance. That's how we learn balance, is to get ourselves out of balance. You can use your left hand in front of you. You can touch your leg to the side. Whatever kind of feels good in this part, but we're really focusing on that side booty area in the waist. For another 5, for another 4, for another 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to all fours, keeping that leg nice and pointed. Rainbow to the right and to the left. Right and left. This one's harder on the abs, I think, than any of the other ones. Should really feel your left obliques turning on when you bring it over to the left. Just another 10. Almost done here, keeping those hips nice and stable. Lots of space in the back of your body. Give me another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing job. Back to downward dog. Keeping your left leg up, stepping it through. Heel toe your foot so your shin is parallel to the front of your mat. Inhale your chest up, look up, uncurl your back toe, and exhale, fold over. Lengthening out all that work we just did. Lots of strength put in there, putting a little length back in there. All right. And stepping your left leg back for a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, untuck your toes, pull your chest forward. Roll over your toes, exhale to downward dog. Amazing job. Right leg up, stepping it through. Inhale up to warrior one. Your left foot comes down at a 45-degree angle, arms up. Inhale and sink a little lower, and exhale, warrior two, sinking a little lower, arms come out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand down your back leg, stretching through your side body. Long line between your right knee and your right pinky. And exhale, side angle. Gently resting your right forearm and getting that left side nice and stretched out. Long line between your bottom foot and your pinky. Inhale into your waist. And exhale, hands frame the foot, step it back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale, left leg up, step it through. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Sink deep here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Long line between your knee and your pinky, stretching that side waist. Exhale. Inhale, side angle. Same thing this side. Long line from your pinky to your back foot. Feel that side body stretch. Inhale, hands back down your feet. Kick your leg back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Amazing work, everybody. So our booty is pretty engaged, but we probably need to turn it on a little bit more, I would say. So let's kick our right leg up and pulse it for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg down. Inhale, left leg up and pulse it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg down. Inhale to plank. Right knee to right elbow and back. Left knee to left elbow and step it back. We're not going to be here very long, so just give this your all. You can do this for another 5 each side. 4, we got this. Stay in your plank. 3, 2, and last one, last side, and exhale, downward dog. Yes, that feels really good. Your booty should be nice and turned on. Hopefully you feel some release. Inhale and exhale. Press even further into your downward dog. Walking your toes, walking your feet to your hands. Let's do a little spinal articulation here. Inhale, halfway lift by bringing your hands to your shins if you need to, pulling your chest and chin forward. Look up, and exhale, forward fold. Weight in your toes, weight in your heels, rocking back and forth, releasing, bending your knees, and slowly rising all the way up. Inhale, look up, and exhale, hands to your chest, Hands by your side, completely release. Stepping back, step back your left foot. We're in a nice high lunge now. And we're going to kick it up and come back to standing. So just like this, but we want to make sure you're very mindful of your waist when you step it back and lift up. Step back, lift up. Step back, lower your back knee and step it all the way to standing. Step back, lower, and lift. Back, lower, and lift. Back, lower, and lift. Back, whoo, and it's okay if you lose your balance, and lift. Back, lower, and lift. Back, lower, and lift. Left leg sent goes back to the ground. We're going to try a couple little deadlifts without any weight, so slight bend in your knees. Grab onto your hips so you can feel it. Your chest is back bended. Your chin's looking up. Engage your glutes and come up. Squeeze your butt. Bend your knees slightly, bend forward, fold forward, and come up. Squeeze your glutes. We're almost done here. This is just for mind-muscle connection. You don't need a ton of weight to build big muscles. It's all in the power of your mind. You should really feel this here, and if you don't, just squeeze your glutes. Try to envision your glutes lifting you up. 2 more. Your body should feel really strong right now. I know mine does. Last one, and step your right leg back. High lunge, come to standing, waking up the abs again. Step it back and lower and lift. Back, lower, and lift. Back, lower, and lift. Back, lower, and lift. Back, lower, lift. Back, lower, and lift. Woo, it's turning on. My legs are nice and wobbly. Just a few more here. Another 3. For another 2. And last one. Feet next to each other. One more round of these weightless deadlifts. Grabbing onto your feet. Forward fold, keeping your chest forward. And squeeze your glutes up. Just doing 5 of these. Inhale down and exhale, pull your booty up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Whew. Reach up, inhale and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Step or jump back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Step or jump your hands to the outside of your feet for malasana, like this. Taking your elbows to your knees, stretching out your inner thighs. Inhale into your hips, open them up nice and wide. Whew. Awesome job. Hands to the ground and all the way lift up. Getting that last little hamstring stretch. Halfway lift and forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the ground and step or jump back to plank. Lower down chaturanga. Inhale, vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up, stepping it through. Hands come up to high lunge. Hands to the heart, to the center of your chest, and push up into warrior 3. Holding it here, sending your arms back if you can. Arms forward, arms to the center, whatever feels good. Let this right booty cheek turn on. Holding it here. For another 2, 1, and exhale, back foot down, back to high lunge, stretching out, lowering your back knee, taking a nice low lunge just to release that hip, and push back to your half split. engaging through your whole quad. Your foot is nice and flexed. Inhale, lift your chest, back bend through your chest, and exhale, fold over. Inhale back to low lunge, arms up, uncurl your toes, look up, back bend, reach up, look back, and exhale, hands by your foot, step it back into your vinyasa at your own pace, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up, point through your toes, step it through, up to high lunge, arms up, hands at the center of your chest, and step up to warrior three. Engaging through both legs. We're just holding it here, not for too long. Your left booty cheek should be turned on. Fly your arms back, fly them forward, keep them up to the center of your chest, whatever feels good. Just hold it here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back to high lunge, arms up, lower your back knee. Taking a moment here just to stretch out your hip. Exhale to your half split, pulling your chest and chin through, and forward fold over your left leg. Amazing job. And coming back to your low lunge, arms up, sitting into that right hip, look up, stretch up, look up, back bend, and exhale, arms to your foot, step it back, push up, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. Jump up to the top of your mat, feet outside your hands, taking your quick malasana one more time with a twist. Right arm up, left elbow pushes into left knee, and reverse, other side. Left arm up, right elbow pushes into right knee, and just take a moment here, stretching out the hips. All right, coming all the way to sitting now. Last little push-up class, you can do this. Feet into the ground, grab onto the backs of your thighs, and gently roll down by tucking your pelvis under, curl your ribs over, rolling all the way to the bottom, laying on the mat. That feels nice. Raising both legs to rooftop. Your knees should not come over your hips. They should be a little bit out so you feel the deep part of your abs turn on. We're just gonna start with toe taps here. Tapping your right and up, tapping your left and up. I know this doesn't look like much, but if you're doing it right, this should be a pretty good workout on the lower part of your abs. You should be able to fit a blueberry or so under your spine. Not too curved, really turning on your lower abs in your mind. You do that by not bringing your knees too far past your hips, but a little bit further out past your hips. Continue to tap and lift, tap and lift, tap, lift, tap and lift, tap, lift, tap and lift, tap, lift. Both legs now, both tap and lift, tap and lift, tap and lift. Sometimes I like to use my hands to my thighs as feedback to make sure they're not going past my hips. That is the key to this workout. You want to turn on that body, but you don't want to arch your back like this. You really want to keep it nice and solid, nice and neutral, just using your abs. Your hips are super stable. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now both legs straight and above your hips. They should not be past your hips, but right above them, straighten your legs. Grab, using your hands, grab your left shin or thigh, send your right leg down. Pull the shin in closer to you. Inhale and roll your shoulders off the mat, chest towards your knee. Inhale and exhale. Let's slowly switch. Right hand now, right leg now, grabbing your calf or your thigh, bringing your chin to your knee, rolling your shoulders off of the ground a little higher, pointing through that right toe and your left toe. Both legs are engaged. Let's switch. A little faster. Switch and switch. Switch, 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 switch. We're only here for about 20 seconds. So really pull your shoulders off. Put your navel down towards the ground. roll your shoulders off even higher. Can you reach up even longer? Pull that leg into your face. Switch, switch, switch for another 10, 9, 8, 7. You got it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping your shoulders lifted. Just touch your toes. Curl your ribs over, touch your toes. You're only here for about 20 seconds or so. This should turn on the top part of your abs now. The bottom part's a little more relaxed. Just reach for your toes. You have another 10, 9, 8, 7. Straighten those legs, really nice. Point through your toes for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll down, keep your legs right where they are. Hands into the mat. And try to touch your toes to the ceiling by pressing up. Up. Just using, not trying to use a lot of momentum, just using your bottom half of your abs. Pull them up. Let's just do this for another 8. Pressing into your hands for support. Relaxing your upper body. Turning on your abs for another 5, for another 4, for another 3, for another 2, and for another 1, and lower your legs all the way down. Take a pencil stretch, point through your toes, lift your arms up, bicep to ear, and just stretch it through. Inhale to every corner of your body. And exhale, arms at your side. Release your body, release your legs. Let yourself catch your breath. And arms up. Inhale and exhale, come up to touch your toes, taking a quick hamstring stretch by pushing your chest and chin forward, flexing through your feet, your quads are engaged. Now to stretch our inner thighs, we're just at the very last part of class. Stretching is just as important as everything else. So right toe into your left inner thigh. Stretch it where it feels good. Wherever you're at, doesn't matter. Inhale, chest up, and exhale, fold over wherever it kind of feels good. For me, it's kind of like right in the center. Point your toe, flex it, grab onto your foot. Just getting that mobility in your lower body. Inhale up and switch sides. And folding over. For this one, I kind of like my toe pointed. I don't know, just kind of feels good. I'm gonna fold right here. Just feeling that stretch wherever you feel it right there. All right, and both legs now for our final straddle. Both legs come out, point through your toes. Flex your glutes so you kind of come up like this instead of sinking into your body. Coming up like this, engaging through your feet. You can flex or point. Just sitting up, reaching up. And exhale, folding over. I like my feet nice and flexed here. Gives me extra support in my booty. The splits require a lot of booty engagement, so don't be lazy there. Hold it. Inhale. Let's just sit here for 2 breaths. I think being able to do the splits really feels like you're a lot more graceful, elongated. So splits is a really good practice just for those long, lean dancer lines. Let's take a couple side bends here. At your own pace, just bent, breathing in and exhaling to release tension. 2 more. Nice work, everybody. Bring your legs together and articulating your spine to roll all the way down. Head down, relax your feet. I like to end my practice in a goddess pose by bringing the bottom of your feet together and opening up your legs. Breathing in gratitude, exhaling love. We're so blessed to be able to move our bodies like this. What an honor it is to have a working body that we can do fun things like Pilates and yoga and barre. Stay here for as long as you'd like. And thank you so much for working out with me. and see you next time.